What's up guys, my name is Alex and this is gonna be basically my first video. I decided to just create a YouTube channel just to talk crap about what goes on in my life or what I see that goes on in other people's lives that I think would be worthy of talking about. Today, it's gonna be my first video and what I wanna talk about today is relationships and dealing with your exes. I recently just recorded a song with one of my friends. It kind of dealt with your exes and letting that go, like past relationships and new beginnings basically. I thought it would be a cool idea to just talk about that today. Everyone knows that relationships are hard. Everyone knows that relationships are hard. Everyone knows that relationships are hard. Relationships are fucking hard. But you have to know how to handle your relationship. If you haven't been in a relationship, well then hopefully your relationship coming up will be great. But if you have been in a relationship, then you kind of know what I'm gonna be talking about. Hey, everybody knows how relationships start. You know, you meet someone or sometimes you're friends and you just decide to just go ahead and make it official. Or sometimes you just meet someone randomly at some random place and you're just like, hey girl, what's your name? And then she's like, oh my god, you're cute. You guys meet up, you guys end up being in a long-term relationship. Everything works out well for you. You know, you guys are happy. You guys feel like you love each other with a passion. You pass that little honeymoon phase where you're just like so in love. Like you get to that point where you feel like you're gonna be with that person for the rest of your life. You feel on top of the world, even though you guys have your ups and downs. But as quick as you guys got together, it was over. 4 years could have passed by and something just made it end. And it hits you so hard, harder than a fucking truck, and you don't even know how to react. You're just so lost, distracted, flabbergasted, and so sidewind, you forget how to human. So then after you finally realize what happened and you get to a state where you start breaking down. Every time someone says that person's name, you just feel like you're gonna kill everything around you. You're gonna get to that point where you just break down. Oh my god, why the hell did she laugh? You're gonna get to that point where you just don't know what to do with yourself. I don't know what to do with myself. You're gonna get to that point where you just hate everything around you. Loretta!
What?
I hate you!
Love you too.
You're gonna get to that point where you just feel so lost that not even Google Maps can save you. Google Maps! Find me! Save me! So after weeks of wallowing in your sorrow and trying to figure out how to get back with or get back at your ex and not knowing what to do with yourself and feeling like, you know, you're carrying the whole world on your shoulders, you finally decide to start doing something with your life. You finally start realizing that being stuck inside your room and not talking to anybody because you feel so depressed is not the way to go. So you start going out, you start hanging out more, you start talking with more friends, you start seeing different places, you start trying new activities, you find a new hobby. You start realizing that you feel much better about yourself. You feel great. You feel so much better. That person's not even in your head anymore. You know, anybody can mention that person's name and yeah, you're not over it, but you feel so much better. You feel like you're not breaking down, which is a great thing. So then you're just at that point in your life where you just feel really happy and you feel like you've moved on with your life. No one's really gonna bother you. But then, as sneaky as your exes leave, they sneakily come back into your life. So what happens? They decide to text you one day and you don't know what to do. All of a sudden, everything that you've done, from your hobby to your different experiences, your new activities, your new friends, is all out the fucking window because as soon as she comes back, you don't know what to do. You feel like you've moved on, but as soon as you see that message, everything changes. Now, the message could be as simple as, hey there, stranger. Or it could be a little more complex, like, hi Alex, I just want to tell you that I love you and I miss you and I need you and I don't know why I would break up with you. It was a total mistake. I was a big stupid Toro head, but I really need you back and I love you. Please text me back, sad face. But either way, you're gonna be like, man, I'm over it. I don't need this. but you're really just lying to yourself and denying to yourself to make you feel like you're actually over it, and you're really not. So the reaction is probably gonna be more like, oh my god, why did she have to leave me? I miss her so much. So then after that breakdown, you feel like, you know what, maybe they've changed, maybe I've changed enough to the point where we can try this again. But I'm telling you, don't do it. And I'm telling you from experience and from things I've talked about with other people, don't do it. Because if you're with that person for longer than a year, 2 years, and you guys didn't change during that relationship while you were talking about it, what makes you really think that you're gonna change after that? You're probably not. The better thing to do is just move on with your life and just realize that both of you are better separated. Now, if you want to be friends, you can probably try it, but it's not recommended, at least until both of you are in a place where you guys can just move on from it. So my advice to you guys during this time would be to just realize it to yourself that it's better if it doesn't happen again. Basically, forgive and forget. It's honestly not going to be easy to forget anything that happened between you guys, but just forgiving that person for how it happened or what happened, it'll make you feel better in the long run. You'll feel more at ease. You won't break down every time you hear that person's name or feel anger. Once you forgive that person, you won't be holding grudges, and grudges can kill you inside. So it's better to let that grudge go. Yes, if that person comes back into your life, talk about it. Find that closure between you guys. So then once you find that closure, you can just forgive that person. You guys can forgive each other. You know, it's not a blame game. Just forgive each other to that point where you can just move on with your lives and both of you can be happy. Because if not, you're gonna dwell on it forever, and that's not good for any of you guys, and it's not fair to any of you guys. My advice again is forgive. It's not easy to forget, but forgive. And trust me on this, because it is good to forgive each other in the end. And yes, you may not find your happiness at the moment, but in the long run, you will find it. So just forgive that person and learn how to let go. One of the easiest ways to just let go is just don't talk about the person. I learned that the hard way, and my friend Melissa bitched me out constantly about doing that. And now I see that it actually helped me in the long run, because it was easier for me to just let go of all of that. The point of the video is to just forgive and just be happy. Follow your happiness. It's not easy, but you guys can do it, because you need to realize that you need to make yourself happy before you can try to help anybody else. Alright, so this is it for the video. If you like the video, click like. If you want to see more of the stuff that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to try to at least post 1 video per week. If not, I'll try a little more, depending on what my schedule is. But if you do like it, if you want to see more of it, just click subscribe. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alex. Thank you for chopping it up with me, and I'll see you next time.